What's going on, folks, and welcome to the live show where we're just here doing some Q&A, talking some Detroit Lions with the folks. And it's Thursday, and it's a beautiful day out. We are one day closer to having a weekend and getting a nice weekend off of no work. So hopefully everyone is doing well. So, let's see here. What's going on? James Wills, Pat Blueball, a member of mine, Andrew Lunsford, Detroit Legendary Sportscast, Fletch Lives Matter, that's a funny one, One Pride Nation. Welcome, guys, where we talk all things Detroit Lions. We talk football. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to drink some of that Kool-Aid. And you know for a fact that your boy is on Kool-Aid because it is Thursday, and right now we got 6 in the chat, so I appreciate you while my kid's going crazy next to me. So, what's going on, man? What's going on? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? This dork says hi, Chris Cashball. Well, hi back, dork. Hopefully I can be welcomed back to the dork era of having fun because I am one myself. So we're all a bunch of dorks. I think we all could be dorks together. And while I get this thing going on, I just got to make sure that I can see. Because on here, I can't see some things, folks. I cannot see some things. So I see that we got 8 thumbs up. I appreciate you with 10 in the chat. And we're going to get this thing crack, lack, smack, backing, man. And we're going to talk some Detroit Lions. So you guys throw in any questions you want to talk about. You know how it rolls. And we are going to get in it. The One Pride podcast. You double audio. Dang. Apparently I have double audio. Is that the case? Is my audio perfectly fine? Let me know if my audio is fine. I just got a message saying it is not fine. So let me know if my audio is doing perfectly fine or if it's not. And right now, folks, I think I know why. The sound is off. I think I know why. You want to know why, folks? Would you like to know why? Because I am still hooked up to my work computer. It's good. It is good to go. Well, now it's good to go because guess what, folks? I forgot to punch out from work. And it was connected to my work computer. So, it's good to go, man. You sound a bit high. Okay, well, let me see if I can lower this a little bit. Let me see. It is good. Hey, what's going on, Bree L? Alexander Kamara, Brandon Kenny, Troxel Sports Talk. How's it sounding now, fellas? How's it sounding now? What's going on, Go Lions? He is a member of my channel, and we are here to have some fun. We are here to have some fun. So tell me how everything's going, folks. If the sound is good, I need to know that. If it is bad, I need to know that as well. And everything looks to be good. Everything looks to be good. Okay, so let's talk some Detroit Lions football. What do you got for me? Let's hear it. Let's hear it, guys. 2 mics on. How is... It sounds good. Grid, I'm told this sounds good, man. Sound is great. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Audio is a little weird. Not... Okay. I appreciate that. It is not good. It is not good. And audio is echoing or something. Okay, let me see if I can fix this really quick. I hate when this happens. Let me know if it is fixed. Not good. It is not good. Is it good now? Let me see. It is fixed. Not good. It is not good now. I may have to restart this, guys. I may have to restart the live stream. Wouldn't lie to you, bro. Okay, no. Yes. No. I will restart the live stream. Just give me a minute. I'm half deaf. Was sounding good to me. Okay, let me stop. I am back. How does that sound now? Okay, now it sounds good. Let me know, folks, how does it sound right now? I am not 100% sure. Okay. Folks, how does it sound right now? Sounds good now. Just heard myself. Okay, here we go. I can hear wrong, and anything is small. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay. Well, guess what? The sound is taken care of now. So let's talk some Detroit Lions football time now, folks. Let's talk some Lions football. So throw in the questions. We are going to get after it and have some fun. We're definitely going to have some fun. So I'm hearing that we may only have one preseason game, guys. I'm hearing that we may only have one preseason game. That is no good. That is no good. Hopefully this is not true, but I just read on Pro Football Talk, shout out to Pro Football Talk, that they are looking to think to possibly having one preseason game. That doesn't make me feel happy. I think we went from 4 to 2 and now possibly 1. How can you get quality understanding of, hey, what's going on, Dwayne Hogan? How can you have a quality understanding of these prospects if we are not having them on the field? We have a lot of undrafted free agents I would like to test out. We have a lot of rookies I would like to test out. We need to look at these prospects, and we cannot do it if there is no preseason games. 2 games or none. 2 games or none. So you're saying that, because to me, if they have one game, Lamar Jackson or Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson had a very good season, MVP, and he's young. So to me, I would take Lamar Jackson due to age, due to he was MVP. What's going on, Kyle Webb? Thank God we aren't that team in Washington this year. They're having a lot of issues. I just got a report that the Washington Redskins have a scandal of sexual issues going on. Got to catch the live stream. That's 2 times a road, the general view. Wow, man. Wow, I appreciate it. I know it is a little bit difficult for you, but I appreciate the amount a team can have. Yeah, we need to, that's no good. We need more preseason games. Yes, we do need more preseason games. We need more preseason games. 1 is not good enough, folks. 2 is difficult. 2 is extremely difficult in my opinion. And we need to have the ability to evaluate talent. How can, hey, what's going on? Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk. Hey, Grid, are you free Friday night? I'm sure he's wanting to do a live stream. I am free too, Butcher's Block. Hey, what's going on, PC Payload? What's going on, Chris? TA of Noble Sports. Yes, we need more preseason games. And you say, why? Preseason games are boring. This is how you evaluate talent. This is how you find the individuals to really help your squad out, especially a team that has injuries. We have so much question marks in regarding the 2020 season. It is extremely imperative, that's for you, JGB, imperative for us to take a quality look at these young, talented individuals that will make the end of the roster. Hey, what's going on, Dern? I know. Mike going to go off tonight. It's frustrating. I get it though. You know, it's the NFL has put a rock between a rock and a hard place. What, Vash Starwin? Oh my God, you're in here too. Wow. So to me, it's extremely vital that we take a long look at these guys. I want to see what Penasini, how much he can penetrate. Can Penasini penetrate the offensive line and shore up the middle? We need help at the defensive line. Bryant, yes, he's been injured. We need to see what he can do in the preseason games. Cephas, I want to see what he can do. Yes, I am good, Butcher's Block. You can go ahead and put me down for okay for that if you want. He sure can use, yes, Penasini has a strong D, okay? Penasini is a strong D who can penetrate, but we got to make sure, can he penetrate quality? Or that's what she said. What's going on, Sports Gamer? Appreciate you, Alexander Kamara. How much will Kenny G get paid? I actually made a video about that, Alexander Kamara. I believed it will be a 5-year, $93 million contract. That's kind of where I'm at with there. You go check the video out. You just got to look through the archives. Maybe a couple weeks ago I made it. So take a look at there if you'd like to know. I break it down in when it comes to his stats-wise, fiscally, and everything. So go ahead and take a look at that. And that's from an individual that has a perspective under a financial view. So take a look at that video and I break it down there. 18 or 19 for Kenny. Okay, how much will, let's see, I don't think Detroit Lions will bring in free agency end until they start training camp. Very possible, Kyle Webb. I kind of agree with you there. just so much going on with this COVID stuff, fellas. It's just a lot going on, and understanding that there's so many what-if scenarios, you know? What if this, what if that? So they maybe want to be cautious in regarding to pick up more individual free agents. They could target like a Marcel Darius. That's the guy who kind of been clamming for. Efferson Griffin is obviously the Gridiron Blitz favorite player on the Lions team. That's not on the team. They could go for lower-end contract guys in that stance. But in regards to, you know, what they got going on right now, yeah, I think that it will be a little bit. Maybe, you know, I mean, some of these guys like a Clowney, he's waiting on a bigger contract. So it all depends on the player itself as well as the club and what they want to do. It'll be interesting to see because this is a crazy offseason, folks. This is the craziest offseason that I can remember. And it'll be interesting going forward. That's why they got Chase Young. Maybe they paid them. That's why they got Chase Young. You ain't slick, Mike. I hope I'm a slick Rick. Penny, I hope Kenny G, Alexander Kamara, I do believe he's going to get paid soon. I do. I think it'll happen fairly quickly. They got basically almost all the rookies signed up. Still waiting for the 5th round pick, the 7th round pick. But I think he's the next one on board to get paid. He is a quality asset to our team. He's young, he's dominant, and if we don't pay him this offseason, all it takes for him to have a dominant season this year to get paid like a boss. Because if he ends up getting crazy stats, then it's going to be very, very hard to pay a man that. Let's see. PC Payload. I just don't get Clowney unless he's cheap. Yeah, Sports Gamer, I don't think we're going to get Clowney because he's going to cost a little bit more. Also, folks, he is an injury-prone individual. I think that we've had enough of the injury prones. I mean, starting with Ezekiel Ansah a couple years ago, I think that's something that you kind of look at and you say, okay, you know, are we going to take a chance on more injury prone guys? I mean, you look at Mike Daniels, you look at what he did not do for our squad due to injury. We really got to look at availability is the best ability, even if they may not be as talented on the field. But if they're not on the field, is it worth it, right? Is it worth it? If we don't pay him, we're screwed. I think we will, but yes, I do agree with you there. Man, I love looking at that. I love looking at that Platinum, the Gridiron Blitz. And if you become a member of my channel, something funny will pop up on here. I just did it, so if you become a member, something hilarious will pop up. That would be funny. Okay, so let's see. They add Shield. Let's see. Just help make the NFC Facebook group. If anyone cares, join. It's called NFC Prime. Okay, Dern. So join that group. Dern is part of ISN. We're trying to build something phenomenal for the Infinite Sports Network. Mitchell Proper, hey, welcome to the chat. I have not seen you in here before. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And he says players should wear spacesuits. That's hilarious. Yes. Wear spacesuits just like we do on the moon. One small step for Detroit, one giant leap for NFL kind. I think that would work. I'm in the Dern favorite fullback player on the Lions. We all know Travis Troxell's favorite player. It reminds with Nick Lawden, also known as Nick Bawden. Share the link. What's up, everyone? Trox. Hashtag Trox Strong still, just like TA and Noble Sports did. They're still going through some stuff. I know Troxell just dropped a video. Go check that out, folks. He is going through some rough times. Let's see, off talk about who's going to get the Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not 100% sure. Nick Bawden is the GOAT. Hey, what's going on, Jorge? Welcome to the chat, brother. We are here going to have some fun. And hold on one second, guys. I got to test something out quick. I may have screwed up, but we talk about this season. What do you guys think about just having a possibly one preseason game. Is this something that you think is doable? I personally don't. I would love to hear what your opinions are in regards to this. I think that we need to have more than just one. It's kind of nerve-wracking, really, in all honesty, that there could possibly just be one preseason game. I want there to be more. I think that having just one is not good enough. It's absolutely not good enough. Okay, let's see. A PC. Hey, Big D73, welcome to the chat. Cole Kosmeski, welcome to the chat, folks. Hey, Mike, been out of the loop. Does Trox need financial help? No, he does not need financial help. But Troxel Sports would love prayers. I think that's the biggest deal. And whenever he does go live, whenever he has that ability, I'm sure he would never ask for a super chat, but I'm sure that would be nice. But right now, if you could do the prayer sign in the chat or a hashtag TroxStrong, that's what it's all about, man. Who do you think is better year, Kerryon Johnson or DeAndre Swift here? DeAndre Swift is going to have the better year, guys. I think DeAndre Swift is a absolute steal in this draft. I think he is going to be an individual to really carry this offense to the next level. He could do it all, guys. We did not draft him top of the second round for nothing. We took him way before we even took Kerryon Johnson. He was supposed to go into the first round, in my opinion, end of the first round. He fell to us. We took him. He is going to be an integral part to this Detroit Lions offense that is going to be awesome to see us get first downs, because that's what he's going to bring, stability to the field. Look, we have offensive weapons, but we've never had that ability to simply stay on the field when need be, and that's how you close out games. Hey, what's going on, Don Burr, and peace and quiet. Welcome, folks. If I do not get to your comment, do not crush me. Do not kill me. It's because I simply did not read it. I am working on another video. Yes, sir. Mike, do you check the Bottom Line review on YouTube? He gives Detroit props all the time. I got to check him out for sure. Definitely will give some props to anyone that looks at our team in an unbiased view. I think that is really kind of what we're looking for here. Let's see here. Happy 52nd birthday to Barry Sanders. Yes, Barry Sanders' birthday. Happy birthday. We got a running back home run speed ability. Yes, and we got so many weapons too. Like what's good about DeAndre Swift, and I said it a billion times, guys, is he can go in between the tackles. He can catch out of the backfield. He's exactly what Darrell Bevell covets on an offense that requires running backs to be a multi-dimensional player. And this is what they want for this team. What can do than more just one thing? He can do it all as a running back. He is a very good quality player, and he's going to diversify this offense to the next level. And that's what makes it absolutely outstanding for us as Detroit Lions fans to look forward to. Something that we haven't seen since Jahvid Best since 2011. Like I said before, Jahvid Best was extremely fast. He brings a different element than DeAndre Swift, but it also respected the run game. And I believe that DeAndre Swift will force defenses to respect the Lions' run game for the first time in about 7-8 years. So that would be nice to see. What does Jamie Collins bring to the Lions? Great one, Alexander Kamara. He brings a stability at the linebacking core, and he understands the defense that Matt Patricia wants. He's a versatile player. He is a less Isaiah Simmons, right? He is a less of that type of player where he can get after the passer if need be. He can play coverage, and he is going to bring a understanding of this linebacking core. That was a issue for us in the past couple of years, as individuals did not specifically fit what Matt Patricia wants. He understands that, and he's going to come in and bring that, and hopefully bring a presence to where we can actually have someone on the defense somewhat feared, because have we seen with our defensive line in the past year and our linebacking core, it really hurt us. Do you think an undrafted free agent like Hunter Bryant will have an impact this season? Cole, that's a great question. Now, as the preseason gets less and less, this is what I'm afraid of, folks, is we're not going to have the chance to really view upon these guys as much as we want. And that's an issue here. How can we know if these guys are going to have an impact? How can we know if these guys are going to help this team out if there is no way for them to prove it? Generally, when we are looking at preseason individuals, we're looking at individuals that are at the back end of the roster, the free agents, the Bo Benchois, right? How did they make an impact? Generally, preseason helps their cause, but if we're down to one preseason game or two, it's going to be much more difficult for individuals such as him to make the squad. But I believe he has a shot for sure. Out of all the players, I think he has the best shot. I think he does make the team just because, in my opinion, if we placed him on the practice squad, and I said this on Tuesday, I think another team would pick him up just because he's that talented. Let's see. Hope we get a great Collins this year. If so, look out. Yeah, I think he will. And it all depends on, folks, the defensive line. The defensive line really impacts the linebacking core. If we can get after the quarterback, they will do better. If we cannot get after the quarterback, we're not going to do better. That's math. How bad will Oregon be? How bad will Oregon be next year? Well, I'm not sure about the other Oregon teams. There's other college teams there, but the Oregon Ducks is going to be a very quality team. West Branchville, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, Marcus Willis? Shaking my head, be safe. Square business, yes, sir. What was the biggest undrafted free agent steal, and how will it impact the Lions? This year, I think if we have an undrafted free agent, it would be the tight end. Last year, to me, was Bo Benchois. I think he's going to be a fixture, hopefully a backup this year to either Jonah Jackson or, depends on, Jonah Jackson, because Sternberg will be the backup to Joe Dahl until he jumps in there, and we'll see there. But let's see. I think that at least 2 preseason games has to be Dwayne Hogan. I agree with you. I concur with that sentiment. I feel that it's very important for us to have multiple preseason games. Again, it may be boring to the outside world, to the ESPNs of the world, to the sports centers of the world, but how do you judge talent if you don't see them on the field? How many times, folks, have we seen where we heard in camp a player do fantastic in training camp, right? However, when they go on the field, they're a know-nothing. And that is my fear. You can be great at practice, but be terrible on the field. I don't want to see that occur. We got to have the best 55-man roster if the season occurs. That's needed to be. And that, to me, that's very important for our team as a whole. I am doing great. Yes, PC, I gotta take it. Okay, Mark, I hope Bo starts, but I think he's a backup, Frank, for Tank. Yes, I think he's going to be a backup this year for sure, because he's not going to beat out Jonah Jackson. And in my opinion, he was not going to beat out Joe Dahl. And Sternberg has a leg up on him as well, in my opinion. That may change. Maybe he just all of a sudden, does great and comes out of nowhere. However, I still believe that he needs to beat out, look, there's a couple veterans in there on the offensive line I'm not too high on, and I believe that he needs to beat those guys out. We all know who we're talking about. And those guys need to get beat out, and I'd love to see a young guy like Bo Benchois, undrafted, who I thought should have been a 5th-round pick for the Lions last year out of Wisconsin, be a backup for our team. And in my opinion, that would be good for evolving the team into a younger team. Yes, Ibushi and Wiggins. I didn't even want to mention them. We all know who they are. Yes. Are you going to the Lions game this season? I can't tell you that now. We're hearing reports that teams may not even have fans at the stadiums. Some teams may only have 14,000. It may be only individuals that hold season tickets. If I can, I will go to one for sure. I try to go every year. I think that's just, something I want to do. I think the game I'd like to go to would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and really uplift upon that. Let's see. I see a hashtag ISN. Mike, do you watch Killer Keemstar? I have no idea what that is, so no. Man down in Washington, it's a mess from, yes, the fiasco, the 15 scandal. Yes, they're having a scandal going on over there right now when it comes to females and sexual harassment. They're 8 up from the floor up. They're having a bad offseason for sure. All teams are kind of stuck in the same situation. Assuming these rookies, it really comes down to leadership. Yes, leadership is key, always the key. What do you think of the Washington scandal? I think that Washington, D.C., whether you be the politics to the team right now, is going through a bad time. 2020 is bad. They really, man, that team is, they got a lot of issues going on there. And, I'm an individual that I believe that you're innocent until proven guilty. But 15 people, that's pretty crazy, in my opinion. They got a lot of issues going on, and they may have to consider some leadership changes. They may have to do something, because that organization is in a heap of a mess. My tickets to the Cardinals games were refunded today. Well, that is good, Haters House. It's good to get your refund, because it looks like you're probably not going to be able to. If you're going to be at Arizona, you're not going to be able to go there. It depends. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers playing golf last week instead of focusing on football? I have no problem with them playing golf. Everybody is allowed to have, time off to play golf, and I hate the guy. So I don't care that he's playing golf. Aaron Rodgers is an individual. I would kind of hope that the golf ball would somehow hit him back in the face. Maybe someone accidentally clubbed his knee out. I don't know. If it occurs, I will feel bad. Said not me. What's going on, Ricky? Welcome to the chat. Let's see. When do you think Kenny Galladay gets signed? Kenny Galladay, interesting. I'm hoping soon, man. You want this stuff to happen before training camp, and you really need this stuff to happen before then, that, in my opinion. And right now, I got to tell my kid to turn the TV down, because right now it's loud. Turn it down, because I can hear it. Let's see. Yes, he is a crybaby. In my email, it said that the Cardinals themselves refund all things game ticket sales. Yes, that's crazy. What do you think about the Lions sending Ghost of Judah Tribe to the Water Boy or Cleat Cleaner? Let's see. In all honesty, would you want a Chicago Bears fan having our H2O? I would have a feeling it may get spiked a little bit. Maybe it'd get a little bit of drunk in there, because he doesn't want our team to do well. So no. Let's see. Wow, okay. Swings the clubs and hits his own knee would be hilarious. Yes, that would be. Mike, they saying if players test positive during the season, he would have to go on IR for 3 weeks. A player going on IR for testing positive. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And sorry, guys, I have to tell these guys to turn the music down. And it is very loud here. Let's see. If I pull the ball left bodily golf, what is he done? So he would want us to beat Sharon and Cheese Whiz. Yes, we have to beat those guys. Definitely got to beat them, man. We got to beat the NFC North. We have got to beat Sharon Rodgers. I don't like the Green Bay Packers team. I don't like Sharon Rodgers. I don't like him. I cannot stand the cockiness every time he does that. Oh, it irritates me. Every time he whines when he gets hit, it irritates me. Because they get these things, and it drives me crazy. Absolutely does. So, yes, we need to beat the NFC North. We need to beat those guys. It's very important that we win and we defeat everyone in the NFC North. And that's important. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for all my notifications. And Also, if you want to become a member, and a crazy thing will pop up. I do shows during the day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, live, that you don't see if you're not a member. I don't know what is going on. Did my stuff just fall apart? I don't know. This is crazy stuff right now. This is absolutely, you got to do well in the division. I 100% agree. We got to do well. If you can't win in the division, if you cannot beat the Green Bay Packers, we have no shot. Period. We do not have a shot. I smashed the like button. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you for sure. And trying to find out what's going on here because I'm having issues. And unfortunately, that's not good. I'm having a lot of technical issues right now. I'm not sure why I'm having these issues, but I'm going to keep going anyways. Let's see here. When does Kenny Galladay get signed? Hopefully he gets signed before the season starts. Before the season starts would be nice. I'd like for him to get signed before we go to training camp, but this is a weird year. Not 100% sure, but hopefully it happens before training camp. We need to make sure we sign him now, guys, because if we do not sign him now, we are in for some trouble. It amazes me how much you can talk about the Lions because I am a Lions fan. I literally buffed up. I talk about the Lions all the time. This is something I really, really enjoy. And if things go really, really well, I'll be talking about them even more. It's been a really good week. Sign him up before the price goes up. I agree, Haters House. We got to sign him up before the price tag goes up. That is extremely important. And if he does extremely well this year, that's going to be bad if we don't sign him. How many yards will Swift have from the line of scrimmage? I'm hoping he gets like 800 yards when it comes to running and maybe 400 yards when it comes to, pass catching. That would be kind of nice. That's what I'm going for. But if he can get around that, I would be happy. 700 yards seems about a sense. I just think we got other backs like Kerryon Johnson and Bo Scarborough that will take some heat off of him, and that sucks if you're a fantasy guy. But hopefully he can get get like 800 yards. I think that would be nice. I don't think he's going to reach 1,000. That would be outstanding if he does. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think that if he got to 700-800, I would be fine with that. And so that would be important for sure for that to occur. Let's see here. Better do it before, yes. And you know what? Bring back Devin Taylor and Andrew Fluen, Louis Delmas, Nevin Lawson. Our D would soar to the worst in the league. Yes, it would soar to the worst in the league. If you bring back Nevin Lawson, that hurts us for sure. Andre Flewellen was always going in and out in this team. Devin Taylor didn't do a whole much. Louis Delmas could dance. Good safety in a sense of dancing, but he's always injured. But Nevin Lawson, bro, man, if he throws on this team, for a fact they're going to be not number one. They'll be number one worst defense in the league, that's for sure, because the guy cannot catch an interception for the life of him. And he is now with the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm happy he's over there because he would never get an interception. I don't know why we signed him to a deal. And same with when it comes to Christian Jones. Why did we sign him to a deal? It blows my mind. I say we got 30 in the chat. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. And let's get this thing a lacking. Let's see. Hashtag ISN. I still think they should give up 2 first-round picks for Nevin Lawson. I think, why stop at 2? Why stop at 2? Why don't we give up 8 first round? Let's give up the whole NFL draft for Nevin Lawson. That would be exactly what this team needs to do, no doubt about it. Give up every single draft pick for the next 10 years. Let's go there. That would be a steal in my opinion, and it would be something that would really help our team go nowhere. Hashtag ISN and all the Lions fans, do you follow Mike Utley Foundation? I do not. I don't know. I do not know that foundation. Unfortunately, I apologize. You'll have to send me some information if you would like for me to understand that for sure. And yes, I don't know that. Laughing out loud and shaking my head. That is facts. That is hashtag facts. But again, I think this one preseason game, it gotten issues, man. I don't like hearing that because it seems like we're cutting more. Hopefully we have a season, guys. I am a little bit worried that we're not going to have a season. I'm worried. I am worried about that we are not going to have a season. Sleeper draft pick in our draft for you. I got Huntley. Yes. Huntley definitely could be a sleeper individual to do really well. I think that if he decides to take the Agnew job approach where it comes to punt and return, I think he could be utilized well in that facet as well as jet sweeps, kind of like Agnew was utilized on offense in his rookie year mainly. I think he could do that. He's got very soft hands, so that's a good pick, a sleeper pick. For our, I'm going to go ahead and say Sternberg. I think he could be a sleeper pick for us and actually start, I would say, halfway through the season possibly and be our left guard if that was the case. And in my opinion, I think that would be an awesome to have Sternberg on our team starting at that left guard position and really go to the next level in that sense. But yeah, I think that would be my guy. I don't think he starts early. I truly don't believe he's going to do that. But if he can be a starter by mid-season on, I think that would be awesome and really help us out. Mike, he played for the Lions and was paralyzed. Oh, okay, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now. Yes, sir. I know you're talking about. Oh, man, I felt bad. You seen them. He always represents Detroit really well. So, yes, hashtag ISN. If we trade for Never Lawson, he will definitely not lead us to a Super Bowl. 72 NFL players have COVID. Yes, 72 have COVID. And I'm worried, folks. I'm worried. I am worried about that. Make a flag football, no contact, no COVID, please. Well, that would be the Pro Bowl, and that would suck. The Pro Bowl sucks because there is no contact. The Pro Bowl stinks because there is no fun in it. And in my opinion, that is something I don't want to see. Gotta have contact. Don't degrade the product because of COVID. But yes, I still want to see something, but I'm worried, guys. I know the Gridiron Blitz says we'll have a season, but I'm worried, folks. I didn't start out worried, but each day passes, it gets a little more worried. I get a little more worried each and every day. I do. I truly, truly do. We will have a season. Sternberg, I like the guy. I tell you what, if there is a season, Matthew Stafford will go off. Yes, he will go off. Hey, what's going on, Moon Vision Inc.? Welcome, brother. Welcome. I appreciate you joining the chat. And, welcome in here. We're just sitting here talking some Lions football, some Detroit ball, and having some fun. Yes, I think Matthew Stafford will go off if we have a season. I think he's going to go off big league, and I'm talking big league. I'm not talking soft. I am talking big. I think for sure he will have a fantastic season if we have one. I think he could be definitely comeback player of the year. He stays healthy in that offensive line, protects that back of Matt Stafford. We will be green to green for sure. Good to go. And Stafford will make an impression in like we need, because we need him to really push through. Big time Lions diehard. Hey, and I hope I am as well, Moon Vision Inc. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell for all the notifications. I do live shows every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Drop content every single day about our beloved Detroit Lions. I also do content when it comes to fantasy football, NFL draft prospects, and my other team that I truly, truly enjoy, and that is the Oregon Ducks. Yes, I am an Oregon Duck fan because that's what I do. Oh, my God. So, For sure, if the Lions somehow make a Super Bowl run with not fans in the stands, ESPN will have degraded us. It will, but here, let me ask you opinion, guys, and let's be honest. So why for yes and for no? Would you rather have a season with no fans, or would you rather have no season? Why for yes of a season and for no season? Let me know. I want to see that in there. So here's just talking to a friend. I'm just having fun here. I see there's 50 in the chat, so go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so, and go ahead and we'll get that in there. So yes, you'd want to have Buffed Up says no. Okay, I can see that. I'd rather see fan bro. Josh Jackson, what's going on? He said yes. So far we got a bunch of yeses and one no. And that's fast. That's all good, man. Look, we all have different 70 in the chat. Yeah, let's get 70 in the chat. Hopefully we can get a little bit more. I've been doing fairly well as of recently, so hopefully we can get at least 100 in here tonight. That would be nice. I see 90 in the chat. Thank you so much. If you've not hit that like button, please hit that like button, folks. It really helps put the content out. So, okay, 29 likes. Let's get those likes up to 80 right now. I see 90 in the chat. Let's get it up to 80. Here we go, brother. Yes, sir. So everybody wants to see a season generally, except for one. And I'm in concurrent with that. I would rather have a season with no fans than no season because I want to watch football. I am a football fan. Thank you, Mood Vision. I appreciate that. He says, yes, guys, hit that like button. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. So, I got one downvote. I appreciate you as well. 31 likes. And if you want to become a member, you'll see something funny pop up. You just hit that join button, and a hilarious avatar will pop up. Yes, we broke 100 today. 112. I appreciate you joining. We are here talking football. It is your show, folks. It is your show, folks, and you run the show. So you tell me what you want to ask, and we will get in there and talk some questions. So ask the questions, and I shall answer like a genie, but you don't need to rub me off. I will just go ahead and just answer it that well. Everybody in here would watch fans or not. We tired of Netflix and reruns. Yes, sir. No offense, but I've never turned into a Lions game and watched the fans. That's true. That's true, but it's fun to see the atmosphere, especially like on a Monday night football game, regardless of what fan you are, to see the fans in there and go crazy. To me, that's what's beautiful about this is when you see the fans go nuts like a Detroit Lions fan in this sense. They go nuts, and it brings your adrenaline up. I know it does me. If you've ever been to a game, you will lose your voice quick because the momentum surrounding you, it will build upon that. And I love it, man. 116 in the chat. My kid took my phone, so I can't tell you how many likes there are, but get those likes up. I'd like to break 100 for sure. 150 would be last week. Let's see here. At least baseball starts in about a week. Yes, PC Payload, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see some sports. Thank God for some MLB. See some baseball, some Detroit Tigers, and have some fun doing that. And that's a sport. Regardless if you like baseball or not, it's a sport, and it is something that is not Netflix. It is something that's not a rerun, and it's something else. And even if you're not from the United States, you can always enjoy American sports, and vice versa. If you live in the United States, at least enjoy some other sports, soccer if you like that, but just something, man. Taking away home field advantage, yes, that is true, Buffed Up. But then again, you take away home field advantage for every other team, so it's kind of equal in that sense. No tailgating will hurt most of them. Things be live. Yes, tailgating, I wonder if there would be tailgating allowed. Come on, y'all. He says less than 40 likes. Come on, y'all. Yeah, we can do better than that. Let's get those likes up, man. 134 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, folks. Let's go. Let's go. 156 in the chat. Let's see the 156 likes. Let's get those likes up. Woo! I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. You see this is Detroit Lions Kool-Aid. Bring that fire. Bring that passion. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. Let's see, Don Burr, he says, Mitchell Gear Test, hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Mike? Have you got your Swift jersey yet? Not yet. I've not got it. I just purchased my Oregon Duck jersey about 2 weeks ago. Swift is my next jersey. I put a lot of money into my channel, and right now, a lot of the money, my extra money, goes straight to the channel. So every dollar that I'm making off YouTube is actually going right back into YouTube. So I got to get past this. There's a couple things I want to buy that's fairly expensive to take my channel to the next level. And I'm telling you, we got a lot of good things going on for this channel. A lot of good things. And we're trying to bring ISN, and I'm trying to bring you the best quality product that I can. And so all the extra money that I'm getting is going back into the channel. Once I'm able to, it'll probably be the start of the season, then I'll be able to kind of kick back and maybe get a Swift, an Akuda, something like that. But right now with COVID going on, folks, and my wife is a barber, they're talking about going back to phase 3 in Michigan. That means she will be laid off again. And you know, when you got a spouse who's laid off, you can't be blowing money on just jerseys. So, YouTube channel where NFL specific will suffer if NFL does not happen. What do you plan B? I have plans. TA and I have plans. I'm not sure when it comes to Travis Troxel and when it comes to Derek P. Fields. But I have plans, and I really don't want to. Let's just say this. I got plans for the channel, and you will get a video every single day. And because there's something that I do every single day that I will continue to do, and it's not going to stop. So you still will get content. You'll get Lions content. You'll get prospect content. You will constantly do that because that's what I bring. I love talking prospects. I love talking college football. I love talking even players that are in high school that's potentially going into college when it comes to prospect. I think that's the mindset that we all got to take and take the channel to the next level. How can we bring you what you want? You want content, we got to bring it to you. That's our job. 189 in the chat. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so. I'm in Austin. Come on over. In Austin, Texas? Are you in Austin, Texas? Because I was in Austin, Texas. I went to Fort Hood. I think that's, 45 minutes from Austin. I love Austin 6th Street there. Woo! Man, they closed 6th Street down, and that's a party there. Since we can only go on paper, we have the best offense on paper. I think we have a top 5 offense. I'm not going to say the best offense. Kansas City Chiefs got a really outstanding offense. The 49ers, Deebo Samuel, he really changes that offense. I think they're going to be good as well. The New Orleans Saints is going to have a good offense for sure. Obviously, the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Detroit Lions could have around the 5th ranked offense for sure. I think that we have a very solid offense. Between the run and the pass, we need to just be balanced. We need to focus on balanced and longer sustained drives. Long sustained drives. And that's why I covet DeAndre Swift. That's why I said in my mock drafts, the Lions are going to get this guy because he brings what we need. We need balance, and he brings that balance. Let's see. Moon Vision, LOL. Yes, sir. Detroit Lions. Kool-Aid. You know I bring it. Shut it down now. Austin, almost 200 in the chat. Let's get almost 200 likes up and be a part. See, I don't know how many likes are, guys. So you just got to pull in their number, and then I can say it because I can't see it now. My kid took my cell phone. She wanted to play a video game, and I let her do it. So get those likes up if you haven't done so. It really helps bring the content out. Antonio Hightower, what's going on, brother? And welcome to the chat, part of ISN, a quality member. And we will be back. OPP will be back on Tuesday for sure. It is the off season, guys, and everyone actually has a job. So it's a difficult times, man. Do ISN members share revenue into the pot and build the brand? No, we don't do that right now. So there's only 3 of us that are monetized. I think maybe 4. I'm not 100% sure, but when it comes to YouTube, you got to have over 1,000 subscribers. You got to have over 1,000 to get monetized, and then from there it's not easy. We got 40 likes and 2 downs. Okay, Let's get those likes up, guys. Let it get those likes up. How do we have 187 in here with 40 likes? Let's get those likes up. Let's get it up to 80. Let's see. Wants to play games on phones. My son is too. Yes, my kid loves playing games on my phone, and that's what it's all about, for sure. But 198. Let's break 200. We didn't break 200 Tuesday. Let's break 200 today. Let's get those likes up. 201. Don't worry, Trav. Have 9 or so. So yeah. We don't do share revenue. That's not what we do. But we talk about shared products and shared ways to get the same type of stuff that we utilize, and that's kind of how we do it. Anthony Manzano, welcome to the chat, folks. We got 255 into the chat. Wow, that is insane amount that kind of came out of nowhere. I appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. I would graciously appreciate it. I am trying to get to 4K right now. I think that is important. That's my next goal, get to 4K. I'd like to get to 4K before the season starts and bring you guys content. It's all about having content. So 352 in the chat. I just went up another 100. So that means I hit some sort of algorithm, and I appreciate the algorithm hitting. Let's get those likes up and subscribe to the channel. I sure hope Unlin and Patricia stir up some blitzes this season. I 100% agree with you. I think that we really need to blitz. I think it's extremely important for us to get after the quarterback and blitz the quarterback. Last year, we didn't do that. The Russian 3 thing failed. If we can have ability to blitz and get after it in that sense, then fantastic. That's what we need to do. We need to get after the quarterback. We need to. We have the person, we got injuries last year, so thus we did not have the personnel, I think, to do it as much as they probably wanted to. The injuries really hurt us. It extremely hurted us, guys. But now we are healthy. But we do have to get after the quarterback. We do. It is no doubt about it. We have to get after the quarterback. And if we don't, we are going to have another 31st ranked defense. 115 likes. I appreciate that. Let's get it up to 200. I see 221 in the chat. Sometimes, guys, you just hit the algorithm on YouTube and it explodes and then it kind of goes down. Also, streaming for multiple platforms. This is not just YouTube, so I appreciate you from every other platform that you're on there. And that's what it's all about, bringing you content here. Can somebody go grab a $5 scratch off from the store? I wish I could. Austin Bryant will be the X Factor. Marcus Wells, yes. Austin Bryant really needs to step up. He really needs to step up, guys. He has been an individual we drafted. We expect him to step up. And this defensive player, he needs to stay healthy. I think that's the key. Stay healthy. Because if he doesn't step up, guys, we need pass rush. We need linebacking help. We need to have that ability to scare the quarterback. How do we do that? How do we do that if you don't have these guys stepping up? These young guys got to step up. Aquaros can't do it themselves, right? Trey Flowers can't do it themselves. We have to step up. They have to step up. Austin Bryant has to. He's an individual I wanted to see in preseason, okay? He is another individual I want to see. We have to see these young guys. They haven't proven it. Is he going to become a Tease Tabor? I don't know. Can he become a Matthew Stafford where after a couple of years and do great? I hope so. But how do we know if we don't have preseason? How do we not know if he's not on the field? This is a make or break year for our Detroit Lions. This is a make or break year for Matt Patricia. This is a make or break year for Sheila Ford, for Bob Quinn. We have to win. These young guys got to step up. If they don't step up, they need to step out. I am so absolutely disgusted watching these young guys not on the field. They just released the Washington Lions. That's a funny one. I would die. Mike, with this paying off the referee scandal that the Redskins are involved in, you're talking about a ton of SportsCenter and Pat McAfee show. Did you see the NFL will force Snyder? They were paying referees? No, I didn't hear about that. They were paying referees? Let me know, did they get told they were paying off referees? Because if that's the case, that's crazy. They did a bad job because they're a bad football team. But I'd be looking at Jera. I would be looking at the Green Bay Packers paying off the referees. I'd be looking at the New England Patriots. Those type of teams. The ones that get away with murder. Rumors? Okay, hey, that's a rumor I want to see. No, I can see this being the case. I tell you what. If this is true, and I can see it to be the case because we have seen so many times games be stolen, and I'm not just talking about our Detroit Lions. I've seen other games from other teams where you're like, no way. They're paying off refs, they need a refund. Wow, yep, that's true. They are terrible. Left about 15 to eat. Come back, 162 in the chat. That's what's up, Dwayne Hogan. Yes, sir. It popped up to 350, and then now it's at 165. So we hit the algorithm. That's good. And that makes me happy because, look, it's difficult to get this stuff going on. Redskins paying the refs, try again. Yeah, they're a bad team in which they aren't doing so good. Minority owners do want to sell their shares to the Washington team. Push it for sure. They have our many only insider. They have our only insider. Yeah, Gridiron Blitz is an insider. I tell you what, Gridiron Blitz spoke to Matt Patricia about Efferson Griffin. He said he wanted Efferson Griffin. Then Efferson Griffin breaks the news to the Gridiron Blitz, LFG. And they say that the Gridiron Blitz don't know football. That's crazy. The Gridiron Blitz he knows his football. We talk all day. The Gridiron Blitz, if you ain't subscribed to the Gridiron Blitz ISN, you're crazy. This dude's going to be pushing 7K any day. And Darius Slade just re-signed the Lions, said Philly uniform looked terrible. Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Darius Slade will never be a Detroit Lion after what he said about Matt Patricia. If he re-signed with the Lions, Matt Patricia, those two would get along just fantastic. Just fantastic. I don't mind the Eagles uniform. 3 to go till. Subscribe to his channel, man. Subscribe to his channel. 111 in the chat. Let's get those likes up. I don't know how many of their likes are up there. Grid or ISN or anyone else, you can tell me. Get those likes up if you haven't done so. Ask me any question you want. Doesn't even necessarily have to be related to the Detroit Lions. You may be a fan of the Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, Miami Dolphins. You may be a fan of whatever. Just let me know, man, because I love fantasy football too. And so go ahead and ask me questions about that. I love it, man. This time is for you. I enjoy talking to my subscribers. I enjoy talking to you guys. This is what it's all about. 170 likes. Woo! That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I like that. I still like to get to 200. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200. And get up in there, man. For sure. And if you want to be a member of my channel, again, become a member. You're going to see a funny thing pop up, a funny little avatar I made. So let's see. Let's get some questions in here, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! All I can say is I have big things coming for this channel. Mike, from a Lions fan perspective, what is your realistic break prediction for my Dolphins in the season under a 5-12 one? Ooh, you're a Miami Dolphin fan. So here, I actually love what you guys did in the offseason. The Miami Dolphins, they were extremely went crazy in the offseason the correct way. They did the correct way. Oh, yeah, look at all those avatars. That's what you get becoming a member. You get a billion avatars. I love what the Miami Dolphins did. I think they can go 8-8. I think that's my prediction for them. I love all the moves you guys made. You guys drafted crazy good. Crazy good. You guys got a bright future for your team. I say the Miami Dolphins is the 2010 Detroit Lions. The 2010 Detroit Lions, they went 6-10. They won the last 4 games of the season they won. In 2011, then they went 5-0. Your team, I think, is going to be a very good team next year. I think your team is an individual I would look out next year for a dark horse to make the postseason. I truly do. When I think of the Miami Dolphins, I think of what the Arizona Cardinals was last year. A very competitive team. You guys are going to be competitive. I think you can go 8-8. I still give the odds of the Buffalo Bills or the Patriots now to win the division, but to me, you guys got the brightest future of the of your division right now. You got a young team, a smart general manager, a very smart coaching staff. I think you're going to have a very good team going forward. But this year, I would say 8-8 and build upon what you did. I mean, it was a great year. What was your food like during battle when you proudly served our country? It depends. When you're on the road, the food is, you can get some MREs, you can actually get some donuts, some Rippets. I love my Rippets. Gatorade bottles when you're doing convoys from northern Kuwait into southern Iraq. I did that every day. When you're on the base, on Fridays, you would have steak and lobster on Fridays. I worked third shift in Iraq, so I would have dinner. I would have lunch, dinner, and a midnight chow. So I'd have midnight chow I would have waffles and I'd have chicken because it would be intermixed. But you ate very, very good. Unless you're on the road, you do get MREs or you can get some donuts and stuff like that. But honestly, you ate very good. So a lovely food there. Has Patricia finally got a system scheme in place? V Vanders, hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome, Rashawn P. Welcome to the chat. Elijah Roberts, welcome. I see a lot of people in here. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I do this every Tuesday and Thursday. We do OPP. We do Lions content. I don't just do Lions content if you're not a Lions fan. I do other content too. One of my biggest videos is actually fantasy football with over 6,000 views that I just did a week and a half ago. So, I think this is the year that it comes together, folks. Finally, as long as we have a season and as long as Matthew Stafford stays upright. I think that's the key. If you have those factors, I do believe that DeAndre Swift is going to get that finishing maneuver, the finish him from killer instinct in there to finally get us to finish games. We were in many games last year. We just couldn't finish. And we didn't have the ability to run the football when he needed to run the football. Now we do. When do you think Miami Dolphins? I think the beaches and sand. I love Miami, man. I love Florida, guys. I go to Florida once a year at least. I love Florida. My best friend lives in Florida, and I love going there. It's beautiful. Tell me what you think of this. Let's see. I love MREs. Okay. Yeah, you may be the only one. CD Lamb, 900 yards. Jerry Jeudy, 1,000. Henry Ruggs, 800. It's very possible, man. It's definitely a wide receiver killer in the NFL. They're very good wide receivers. If you looked at my NFL draft, mock drafts, I love those guys. I coveted them. And those three definitely could do that. For sure, even though the rookie wide receiver is generally harder, but I still believe with such a octane offense that the NFL is doing now, definitely I think they can get to those standards of near 1,000 for sure. 9 touchdowns, CD Lamb. Ooh, that'll be interesting. It's going to be hard. I think touchdowns a little bit harder, but I think giving them 6, 7 touchdowns, I'd probably go there. I wanted Vrabel. I love Mike Vrabel. You guys got to be quiet because I'm live streaming. Let's see. My name you got to be quiet. Calm down. We got Matt. LOL. Pats fan. Matt. I'm a Pats fan. Thoughts on Matt Patricia? Hey, what's going on, Matthew Phillips? I love first off, the Patriots are a combination between the Detroit Lions here with the Detroit Patriots. So I love your perspective as a Patriot fan because a lot of our team members are that. Matt Patricia, to me, so far has underachieved. He's very intellectual. He knows his football. However, right now we're having a culture shock, and I think it's hurting us. He has to win this year. We have not won the first 2 years, but we have to win this year. I think he has the chance to do good. I think we have the chance to do good. And he has a chance to be there, but we got to win. If we don't win, I'm not a fan. But right now, we got to win. That's my thing. But a lot of your Patriot players, I'm a fan of Harmon. I love Harmon. I like Collins. I think that they're going to be quality additions to us. And it's going to be interesting to see going forward how these additions do well. But we are the Detroit Patriots. ISN Trox, NFL is up in the air, so should we start a league for NBA? Okay, he's going to Travis Troxel about that. Buff down, so negative, shaking my head. Rieger not cracking 1,000 yards. Okay, kids, sup. NBA, buffed up has always been negative. Don, Patriots is having a hard time connecting to the players. V. Vanders, or A. Vanders. I think that's what the key is. I think there's such a different culture shock when it comes to the New England Patriots that it's hard for something that's been in such a good stance, the way they operate, for when coaches go out from there to another team, other team members are not used to the winning style that they bring, the very extreme hardcore coaching that they do, the discipline they bring. It's such a different culture, and I feel like that's why it has not worked. And I love Bob Quinn. I must say, Bob Quinn to me is the best general manager that we've had, and he came from the Patriots. He's very fiscally responsible, and that's something that we've wanted in Detroit for years, and I love Bob Quinn. I'm just hoping that Matt Patricia can get those W's. If he could get the W's, that's how you change it. We got the talent, we have the players, we just got to get the wins. I'm rooting for you and hopefully do well next year. I'm not sure about Cam Newton. First off, I love Cam Newton. I must say, 267 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, folks. I have no idea how many likes there is, but get those likes up. First off, Cam Newton, I think to your team is absolute steal. I've been talking about Cam Newton, and I think him going to your Patriots is going to bring a dimension of running style that you've never had. You guys are going to be a run-first team, and good luck. Your defense is extremely good. Having a team that can run the football with a solid defense is going to go places. Cam Newton is going to have a chip on his shoulder like you've never seen before. You've never seen this type before. I think he's going to absolutely have a chip on his shoulder. 242 in the chat. Let's get those likes up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel. If you want to be a member, do so as well. But we do this every Tuesday, every Thursday, and I drop videos every single day, and it's not necessarily just Detroit Lions. We are expanding. ISN is Infinite Sports Network. It is not Detroit Sports Network, okay? So we're expanding. Will happen a season over under. Let's see, Mike, if the Lions pick a top 10 into 2020 again, Trevor Lawrence is gone, what quarterback would you rather have? Trey Lance or Justin Fields? I know a lot of people like Trey Lance. I just did Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields would be a very good for Darrell Bevell's offense. It depends who's the offense is. The offensive coordinator. I think he'd fit perfectly with Darrell Bevell and what he brings. If we have a whole new coaching staff, maybe go with Trey Lance. But to me, if Darrell Bevell is still in the mix, I think Justin Fields would thrive in his offense. I think he would thrive. We need a change of weapons, new change from the old Brady to throw the style. Yeah, I for sure. I think if your team becomes a run-first team, solid defense, you're gonna win. And I love Cam Newton there. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. I'm telling you right now, this dude is an individual who's gonna very do well for your team. I'm actually a subscriber, and I will be live tomorrow night on Butcher's Block. Butcher's Block is a Patriots fan. He's an awesome guy. Subscribe to his channel. Butcher's Block, and we will be live talking, I'm sure, Patriots and all sorts of other stuff. So, can I choose neither? I don't want Trey Lance or Justin Fields. Okay. That's fine. One pride. Mike, if he goes Kenny Galladay 1,000 yards receiving and 14 touchdowns, Swift 1,300 all-purpose yards, and Matthew Stafford MVP, the team 12 wins and 4, book it. If all that happens, C-Dub 207, yes. Absolutely, we will. Matthew Stafford be MVP. We're going to win the division. If you can get Kenny Galladay, he will get over 1,000 yards. 14 touchdowns, that's pretty hard to do. Even 11 touchdowns was difficult. Best in the NFL. And if Swift gets 1,300 purpose yards, for sure. For sure. I think at that point I think that we'll definitely win the NFC North. That's asking big. And it will definitely bring a different dimension. 210 likes. Awesome. I think that's a record breaker. I think 208 was the record before, so I appreciate you with the 210 likes. And that's what it's about. Again, if I see a lot of people in here, I think 70% of the people who view my content are not subscribers. That's how I build via algorithm, is like, subscribe, and comment. From a Lions fan perspective, what is your realistic record projection for my Dolphins? Oh, he's talking to Trox. Okay, D. Jackson been hurt so much. I think that Rigger going to be that deep threat. I think Higgins is underrated wide receiver as well. Okay, yeah, for sure. What's all I'm hoping for? I'm not selfish. Half the season, more season benefits us. Yes, we need to, that's why I'm worried about this preseason, guys. I don't want to have a one preseason. That would be terrible. Cephas, a.k.a. Anquan Bolden, I agree. Danny Amendola has a better chance of getting 2,000 yards this season than the Lions do of getting 12 wins. Yeah, I think so. I'm with you. I think the Lions are between 9 and 10 wins. That's my prediction, for sure. 9 and 10 wins, and we should be good to go there in that sense. Let's see here. I agree, Don. I think 9-10 wins the NFC North is a very competitive division. There's not a really bad team, but there's not a really good team. It's in the mix. And so, hey guys. Right. So, Mike, what's your perspective on the offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year to come back player of the year? Offensive rookie of the year, this is what I think Joe Burrow really has a legitimate shot to be the offensive rookie of the year from the Bengals. Look, he's going to be touching the ball all the time. He's going to be constantly in the mix, and quarterbacks generally get that. Also, Mike Valenti Jr. Yeah, I'm like the opposite. I'm like anti-Valenti. He's negative. I'm positive. But I think that Joe Burrow has the best shot. I think DeAndre Swift has the second best shot. I think he does. You generally look at running backs as the next one. So I think DeAndre Swift would be in there for sure. But I think Joe Burrow, realistically, defensive rookie of the year. Chase Young, guys. Come on, man. Chase Young is legit. Chase Young is legit. I don't care what people say he's overrated. He's not overrated. He's not. And you're putting him on a defensive line that right now Washington, whatever team they're going to be, is going to be a sick defensive line. You're telling me that Sweat and Chase Young, that's ridiculous. So I think Chase Young has a legit shot to be the defensive rookie of the year. I don't know if it's going to be defensive Okuda. It will be difficult. It could happen. It'd be difficult. Yes, I am chugging along. Swift will be rookie of the year. I hope so, PC Payload. I hope so. I was going to say Valenti is a realist. Okay, I see you. ISN, did you hear Valenti got a new co-host? I did not hear that. Not that Mike isn't totally out there. Ha! Hey, I'm a little bit out there. I know I drink that Kool-Aid. I drink it. I drink right here. I'm the Kool-Aid drinker, guys. But here's the deal. You got to have balance, and I think balance is important. You have the Kool-Aid drinker and me. You have the pessimist in the grid. You got the middle guy and TA. Then you got a pessimist with Tone, and Travis Troxel is in the middle there, a little bit more on my side. And then you got Dern kind of a little bit low on the grid side, so it's kind of all in there. Chase Young is cool, but I don't see him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe he will just off the narrative, but we'll see, man. I think that defensive line is going to be ridiculous. Mike, and comeback play of the year, I'd give Matthew Stafford 1 and Cam Newton 2. I think Cam Newton now is going to get up in there, but I think Matthew Stafford has a legit shot to do it again. Other than pass rushers, where would you like to see us add at depth? Defensive tackle position, I think that would be there. I think it'd go pass rush in regards to defensive end. Defensive tackle to me is my number 1. And offensive line, if they wanted to make a trade pick up a Larry Warford or something like that. I think that I always believe that you build upon the trenches, offense or defensive line. I think that is a priority to me. For me, I feel like you always need that. There's always injuries to the offense and defensive lines. How do you win games, guys? How do you win games? So I want to know the names of the people that have disliked this. One Pride Nation. Well, I could tell you the names. I kind of already know. Let's see. Chase is definitely a front runner for Rookie of the Year. I agree. How important it is to have balance? You're 100% right. I've learned to respect that about you guys. Yes. Look, I believe this is an idea that I fully believe in. The hive mind mentality, I don't like. I want someone to be completely opposite of everything. Well, not opposite of what I say, but disagree with me perfectly fine. That's why I like the Gridiron Blitz and Antonio Hightower. They disagree with me a lot, and that's what makes it good. Because guess what? I don't want everyone to agree with me, because guess what, folks? I'm not right all the time. I'm human. I'm not Mike Stradamus. Just because I got the first 2 picks for the Detroit Lions correct, I got the last 3 through 7 incorrect. So we know just like this, yes, debates are healthy. Hostility is not 100% PC payload, 100%. And let me tell you this, I didn't even know who DeAndre Swift was 2 months before the NFL draft. TA says, Mike, take a look at this guy. I took a look at this guy. I went into his tape and I said, the Detroit Lions are taking this guy. This is the guy who they're going to get. They got him. So if I would have been arrogant and not paid attention, there you go. You're never right if you have them winning 10 games every year. Yeah, I don't have them 10, Elijah. I don't have them 10 yet. I think more realistic is about 9 wins. I think so. That's kind of what I'm leaning at. I got to go through each team. Once we see what the final rosters are looking like in that sense, I'll give a better prediction, but just off the right off it, 9-10 wins is kind of what I'm looking at. Jorge says, #ISN. Lions still have almost $30 million cap space. Why no moves for free agents? And also, they haven't signed all draft picks. We have one more draft pick to be signed, our 7th rounder. We need to pay Kenny Galladay. He's our wide receiver. And I think they want to pay Taylor Decker. I think they're both going to get paid. And I think that's where our cap's going to go, majority of our cap. Also, I think that they may pick up another free agent. So, not a big name. Not a name like a Chase Young, but maybe a Marcel Darius, maybe a Jefferson Griffin, something like that. But we got to pay our guys first. We got to get Kenny Galladay paid, and he's gonna cost a penny, guys. He's gonna cost a penny. I say around $93 million, a 5-year, $93 million contract. That's kind of what my guesstimate was. You have to look exactly at the details. I did a video on that. I think they still have another player they can get, but yeah, we got to pay the guys on our team right now. And that's what I love about Bob Quinn. Regardless how you feel about his draft, regardless how you feel about, the win-loss record, you have to admit financially, fiscally, he is extremely responsible, and he takes the Lions as a business. It's something that we've not seen in a long time. A very long time. And as a guy who has a degree in business and economics, yes, I enjoy talking about that. And I went to Davenport University and I got a bachelor's degree in economics. I'd like to start my master's degree. It is important if you run a business to be fiscally responsible, because it always comes down to the money. If you look at the money, you will know what the Lions are going to do. When the Lions, before the pre-draft, before free agency, we kind of didn't really understand what the Lions were going to do in draft. We all had speculation. When the Lions signed Collins, Harmon, I jumped into the cap space. I jumped into what they'd done for the last 3 years fiscally. And I seen fiscally that they pay a certain amount of group a certain amount of money. And when I seen that they overpaid this year on their linebacking core, they overpaid this year on their safety position, and they were currently underpaid by $10 million on the cornerback position, I knew right then and there they were taking Jeff Okudah. Right then and there, I knew they were taking Jeff Okudah, and that was even with all the signings that they did, even with Coleman's contract, with Trufant's contract. I knew right then and there, because you just got to follow the money, because this is what Bob Quinn does. He's a money man. He follows the money. So if you follow the money, you'll understand what they're going to do. Let's see. My question, how about your military service? When you're finished in the Army, did you ever think of going to a private security sector? Actually, I did. As soon as I got back from Iraq, when I was in Iraq, guys, and now I don't know if you guys know this, but overseas, the military gets paid, a decent amount of money, $5,000, $6,000 a month. Private contractors over there, I talked to many of them, $18,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, just depending on the job. My jaw dropped. I just could not believe the amount of money these private individuals got paid. So, when I got back from Iraq, and that was 2008, the economy collapsed. I didn't have a job, okay? And I was like, wow, maybe I'll go back overseas and get paid as a private contractor. But when I came back, I became a full-time dad with my daughter, so I threw that out the window. Because my kid came first. Because I became full custody of my daughter at that point. So, but yes, I thought about that for sure. Because that's some good money, man. I mean, we're talking, you can make $100G in a year. Dangerous work. It is dangerous work, but it's good money. Okay. Go ahead and get a towel and clean that up quick. Have Carly help you clean it up. Dangerous. Peace out, fellas. Peace, fellas. Don Burr, what's going on, man? Yes, it is. So let's get into these lines. Right on, brother. Our kids come first. Absolutely. Kids always come first. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk some lines. So Chase Young is a beast, and 9 wins is low because I think we will beat teams nobody thinks we will happen. A lot of Green Bay last year should have that team, the champs, as well as Mahomes. I hope we can get more than 9 wins. I think 9 is kind of where I'm going at. Again, I haven't broken down all the teams yet. I do that generally before the games because we don't know what really the roster is going to look like. There could be prize cuts, trades, whatever. You know how the offseason still going on, train camp, injuries and such. You just don't know. But it would be really, really nice to have a team get 10 wins or 11 wins like 2014. I would love that. Absolutely. Trash equals trash squared, I guess. I wonder how upset I would be if we drafted Chase Young or Derek Brown. I would not be if we drafted Chase Young, I would be ecstatic. I love Chase Young. I felt like I was the only one who liked Chase Young. Derek Brown, I like Derek Brown. I think he's going to be a really good player in this league. I like Derek Brown as well. But I am happy with Jeff Okudah. I think he's going to be a great player. I mean, look at our young people out there. Detroit B contract prediction for Decker. I cannot predict something I don't know at this point. I think his contract will happen after this season. It depends how his season goes. Okay, if he has a good season, it's going to be higher. If he has a down season, we may draft a tackle. If he has an okay season, I cannot predict that now. That is a year away. There's just too many variables for me to see how that will be. Definitely how that be. So Detroit B, get back with me next year, or in 11 months. Get back with me in 11 months. I'll tell you how the season went. Let's see, Mike, in your opinion, do you think Chase Young is going to be the first defensive player since Lawrence Taylor to win both defensive player and MVP? No, I do not believe he's going to do that. That is going to be extremely difficult to do. To do that, I think that you got the likes of Patrick Mahomes. It's hard to get MVP, man. It is really difficult to become a defensive player MVP, then be a rookie. I don't see that happening for sure. I see that being something fairly difficult, folks. Fairly difficult, but when it comes to MVP, I'd still be looking at the Patrick Mahomeses. I'd be still looking at the Lamar Jacksons. You could look at a Derrick Henry. You could look at a Christian McCaffrey. I think generally a lot of offensive talent goes there, and I think I'd still be looking at that. Let's see. Question, would all the reports of Dan Snyder coming out with these cheerleaders, allegations, do you think other teams will have a problem? It's possible. It's possible. You know, you just never know. You never know. You don't know who's there talking. You just don't know. Get Carly to clean it up. You just don't know. Let's see. It could be. Hopefully not. Mike, I'm talking down the road, not during the rookie season. Oh! He has a potential to be a MVP. He could. He has the potential. It's very possible. It's very possible. Lions is a great organization. We draft all pros all the time. I think I see your sarcasm, Buffed Up. I see your sarcasm. And yes, we do draft an All-Pro. His name was Calvin Johnson. We did draft an All-Pro. His name was Barry Sanders. And I tell you what, Matthew Stafford's not too bad either. The issue is, can we take these talented players that we drafted and utilize them the correct way? The correct way. Yeah, so we just need to put it together. We do, Buffed Up. But still love your avatar. Yes, I see you guys laughing. Yes, that did occur on my stream while I'm talking to you. Hilarious. I am Noble. Hi, Noble. Are you the father? What the? No defensive player not winning an MVP in modern NFL. Aaron Donald proved it in 2008. It's pretty much impossible now. It is extremely difficult. You have to go. I mean, you got to have a really good season, but it's possible. Mike, this is serious Detroit Lions history question. Who was the last Lions quarterback to win MVP and All-Pro designation? Whew. Man. Would that be our last quarterback to win a championship, not in a Super Bowl, who Matthew Stafford went to the same high school with? Possibly. I'm thinking that's who it's going to be, man, because I don't remember, at least in my lifetime, I don't remember anything. You had Scott Mitchell, you had Dante Culpepper, you had Josh McCown, you had John Kitna, Joey Harrington. We've had a lot of bad quarterbacks, so I'm thinking, babe, 1954? Till the league stops jock writing, quarterbacks may get to see Aaron Donald. Some incredible things other than that. The Cowboys didn't pay Dak. He will get with a franchise tag next year as well if he balls out again. The deal. That would be interesting if they get double franchise tag him. That will cost a ton of money. They may draft a guy. If they can't get this dude signed, they may draft a guy, but that's a lot of money. What it would be, $40-some million to double franchise tag a player? That would be insane. Hey, man, have you ever watched Maury when there are like you are not the father? Oh, okay, he's talking about Maury. Oh, I was saying, I was a little confused there for sure. Let's see here. Mike, were you crying when Tennessee lost? Yes, I was! Dang it, I liked him. Dang it, I liked him. Dang it! I love Derrick Henry, man. I wish we had Derrick Henry. I wish we had Derrick Henry. You know, I've loved this guy for 2 years. And yes, Derrick Henry will not be a Detroit Lion ever. He will not be a Detroit Lion, and that sucks. Tell us a story why you are a Lions fan. Okay, well, I have many stories why I'm a Lions fan. My dad was a Lions fan. We'd watch the games. He would sit me on his lap. I would watch the games with him. We'd throw the football around, and I absolutely loved it. That was my story. I came in a bad era. It was the end of end of Barry Sanders, and oh man, that sucked because I had the Joey Harrington era, I had the John Kitna era, the Culpeppers, and thankfully I got to see the career of Calvin all the way through. Basically, that was it, man. I seen my dad loving the team, and it was a good way to spend time on a Sunday with the old man, talking some Detroit Lions and watching the game and going crazy. And that's what it's all about, man. So that's pretty much how I became a Lions fan, is through family. I don't know if my dad wanted me to live in desperation and despair for the rest of my life, and so he said become a Lions fan. That's possible. He could have doomed me. We'll see. I'm not the father. I hope you are not. We got Swifty. Who is then? Do you know the guy? Who is then? Do you know the guy? I'm not sure what's going on there. Nope. Let's see. Any questions here? It'll be interesting to see what you need to 1v1 this guy in boxing. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Oh my god. I'm confused. So I'm trying to read the chat and be unconfused. I meant if the Lions signed Henry in free agency, I would have been upset. What? That's crazy, man. I would love Derrick Henry on this team. That dude's a baller. Mike was a Lions quarterback, and he was the only quarterback in Lions history to be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, Sammy Baugh. I knew it was someone a long time ago. Because I was thinking Bobby Lane for a minute. I was thinking Bobby Lane when he won the championship, and then we traded him to the Steelers. But okay, I see you. I see that. That's some old Lions trivia there. That's some old school stuff. You know, it sucks that it was so long ago. It was so long ago. What's going on to A.T. Abdul-Taro? Been busy and I'm still busy, just stopping in to drop a view. And I appreciate that, Abdul-Taro. And look, man, I like it when you stop in and do your thing. I appreciate that, sir. Truly, truly do. Again, if you've not hit that like button, please do so. And hit the bell for my notifications. It's how I get the stuff out. I go live all the time, at least twice a week. Drop content every day. And if you want to become a member right up there. You see that? Whoa, that's a member goal. And $1.99 a month, and that's all it is. So let's see. Mike Henry will be available in 2 years. His deal will break once he gets 20. Yeah, I'm not going to probably want him then, though. In all honesty, he'll be old and a little bit beat up. Go back-to-back and block and black and white film to see. Yeah, I know, buffed up. Hey, we were good in 2011 and in 2014 and 1991. Come on, we went to the NFC Championship game. 222 likes. Mike, congrats, brother. Yes, that's a new record. I appreciate that, folks. You guys are the MVPs, and I appreciate it. Running backs don't matter that much in the NFL right now. Plus, he's good, but he has many flaws. Hidden the fact of his O-line played amazing. He's a big man. You can't teach big man. The guy is a monster, man. He may have flaws, but when you have a guy like that on the running game, they respect it. And if you have a man that big, and with our wide receiver core, good luck. I mean, we would be winning a lot more football games, in my opinion. Hey, what's going on, Damian Strada? Welcome to the chat. 223. He's a Bears fan. When you look at DeAndre Swift, do you think he could be the closest thing running back position to Barry Sanders? No, Barry Sanders on a different level. You need to read my ISN. Okay, well you have to replay it because I can't see it. Oh, up there, I see it. Okay. Let's see. Look, I don't see he's not the second coming of Barry Sanders. No, no one is going to be like Barry Sanders. Not at all. I think he could be. He's just an all-around good back. He doesn't have the speed of Javid Best, but I think he's going to bring that dimension of Javid Best where the teams are very alert on him and they respect it. I think he could be like a Cook, almost like the Minnesota Vikings. They respect it and he could bring that dimension there, but Barry Sanders is on a different level. Okay, he says, hashtag ISN Noble was with his wife when they had a kid. They did a DNA test, and Noble was not the father of his wife. What in the world is going on, man? Also, can please stop comparing people to Barry Sanders. Let's not compare the young, accomplished players in the NFL. We can all compare and contrast. He's asking a question, and I have no problem answering that. Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, is the closest. Yeah, the Saquon Barkley for sure. I think that's closest as well. I think you can look at that. But like a Cook, I think it is fairly up there as well. Swift is another, and Alvin Kamara best probably. Okay. Sorry, folks. That is the vacuum. Reminds me more of Earl Campbell than Barry Sanders, Travis. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Chastity Hudson? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you for stopping in and talking some foosball. Mike is confused. I am very confused. You wish, Antonio. Mike, would you rather have GM Brett Veach for Kansas City or Quinn? First off, the Kansas City general manager is fantastic, but I think it also has to do with their head coach. Their head coach is very good. I'm happy with Bob Quinn, guys. I know maybe others are not happy. I'm happy with him. The thing he's got to do, he's got to win, though. He's done good free agents. He's done very good draft picks, in my opinion. He's made some mistakes, but he's got to get the wins. He's got to get the wins. I'll stay with Bob Quinn just because I'm happy with some of the moves, but I am not happy with some of the moves. But again, they have a very good coach in Andy Reid. I believe helped out too. So we have to put that in there. But he's done a good job drafting Patrick Mahomes, getting all that talented over there. And he is he's absolutely a quality general manager. I just think we got to put it all together. I think we just got to put it all together. And so you guys got to be quiet. And so, Mike, which front office lean tree did Bob Quinn come from? Which front office learning tree did Bob Quinn come from? We all know the Patriot tree. That's where he came from, the Patriots. He came from the Patriot tree, and that's important there. Just talk Lions and NFL. Yes, that's what TA does. He talks Lions, he talks NFL, he talks Arizona Cardinals, he talks, I think, a little bit of NBA. He does high school football. We all do a little bit. Patriots. Yes, we all know that. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Travis. He should say hi to everyone. Hey, what's up? Swift reminds me of a young Ray Rice. Okay, I can see that comparison there too. I can see that comparison too. Up there with the Ray Rice type of era. Lions will win the pennant this year. Ha! Ha! That's funny. Winning the pennant. That's interesting for sure. And that will go down as interesting if they definitely cannot win something that's not in the NFL. Whoever is in the house with Mike does not care about the show. That's hashtag facts. What did I just walk into? LMAO. What's going on, Mike D? Welcome to the chat, Plan B. Welcome, folks. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on today, man. A lot of crazy stuff. What's happening? I seen the Lions website and the depth chart shows Swift as number 6 and Okudah is number 1. Don't even worry about that. Swift is not number 6. Swift is going to be utilized a lot. Do not believe that depth chart. Do not believe it at all. Don't worry. You're going to be seeing a lot of Swift. I don't even see Okudah being he'll be in there. I don't think he'll be in there as much as we'd probably think in the beginning of the season. I think he'll be in there a lot, though. I think you'll see him in there a lot. But, yeah, Swift is going to be getting in there. Can see Marcus. I see Swift more like a Miles Sanders type of guy if Kerryon goes down. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it is baseball. That's why I laughed. There is no real depth chart right now. Yeah, for sure. Do you think the Fords will buy Washington team? It's for sale. Right? Jeez, they're having more issues than Time Magazine over there right now in Washington. My gosh. This has been a bad week for the Washington Redskins. It's been a real bad week. What's up? 124 in the house. That's dope. Hey, what's going on, Believe the Hype? I haven't seen you in here in a minute. I know you've been busy. I appreciate you, man. I'm referring to jersey numbers. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about depth. I'm like, man, I don't see that. I can see that right now for sure. They may switch it up though. I wouldn't even buy the skins. Yeah, for sure. Mike, I just noticed recently that maybe 25% of the general managers from NFC North and AFC East come from the Patriots. Yes, they all come from the Patriots. Everyone wants to be a Patriot tree and replicate what the New England Patriots have done. That's what it's all about. They want to win. They see the winning franchise in the New England Patriots. They would like to become a winner. Who starts, Swift or Johnson? Who starts? I think Johnson will start. Initially, I think it's Swift job, though. I think it's Swift because I think they like to have the veterans kind of start it and then the rookies earn it. But make no mistake, I think this is Swift's job, guys. But I think for the depth chart-wise, I think you'll see Kerryon Johnson, but you're going to see Swift. I think it's just really quick before he's named. He's basically the starter, in my opinion. Mike, I'm trying to make a big effort to be on here more. I miss so much. Well, you're working, brother. You're working. Work goes before play all day, and we like that in the ISN. We put work before play. Hi, it's Little Trox. Yes, Believe the Hype is my apprentice. He does hype videos. Subscribe to his channel. He loves hype videos, and that's what he makes, and I love it. I wish and hope Okudah can become a Charles Woodson clone. That would be nice. I like him to be, that would be a very good comparison to a very competitive player, really up in people's grill, vocal leader, and he was a great player for a long time. Give me your prediction for your starting receiving core, X to Z slot tight end this year for the Lions. Okay, it will be Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones Jr., Danny Amendola in the slot. I think Cephas will be the backup slot receiver. I think Marvin Deep Ball Hall will be backup wide receiver. He'll be a number 4, but if there's an injury, he'll slide into the edge. I think that Cephas will be number 5 on the depth chart, but he will be back up to the slot. I think that's what you're going to see there. So it'll be Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones Jr., Danny Amendola, Marvin Hall, and Cephas. And I think Geronimo Allen, Geronimo has a chance to make the team. It's going to be difficult, but we'll see. But that's my top 5 right there. And I know Agnew's in the mix, Geronimo's in the mix, and I think Duhart is in the mix. I don't see that, but we'll see. There's a couple individuals there that you could see, but that's my prediction right now. It needs another one. I become so busy. I ain't had a lot of time. Hey, I know, man. It is difficult, especially when you make hype videos, guys. That takes a lot of time. I mean, it takes me 4 or 5 hours to make a hype video. When I did my fantasy football video, it took, I think, 20-some hours to make. 3 days, 20-some hours. So it takes time, guys. It is a grind doing this YouTube stuff. But if you work at it, you will grow and you will get rewarded. It just takes a lot of grind. Redskins have sexual allegations against them today. Sexual harassment. Yes, I've seen that. C-Dub. They definitely got more. They got a lot of issues going on. Special teams only. Yes, Mike D. I think Huntley will be going against Agnew. I think that will be a battle to watch for special teams. Ty Johnson, you can throw him in there. I still think Huntley has a good shot to beat out Agnew. I don't think Okudah can reach that level. He's another Stephon Gilmore, a very, very best. Ramsey is probably the only one who I could reach the Charles Woodson level. Maybe Derek Stingley declares. Okay, yeah, I see. I like Okudah to be like the Gilmore, Stephon Gilmore. I think that would be a good comparison. Be a very good guy. He's a bigger guy. He's rangy. That's what I'd like to see. And I don't want to have that. He doesn't have diva mentality. He doesn't have that Darius Slay mentality. I don't think you're going to see that out of him. If you listen to this man speak, he's a very humble, a very hungry young man to get up in there. I think he's going to be a very quality player, and he's perfect for what we want here in Detroit. I hope he gets some snaps. Fax Antonio. Yeah, and I think we all got to talk about Amani Warrior. Amani Warrior and Okudah is going to be a very young duo. Mani Warrior is going to have a lot of quality on this team. He is an individual who's going to break out, I think, this year. Mani Warrior is my favorite draft pick last year. 5th round, he should have been a 2nd round pick. Got him in the 5th. He started slow, ended great. Yes, he wasn't going against the best competition, but given the amount of growth he did, it showed a great potential. Anthony Mazzano says, Mike, as a Lions fan, for your outside corners, would you prefer both corners to be 6 foot, 6'2", and one to be 5'11"? That's kind of what I prefer, actually. That's it. I like the 6'1", 6'2" guys. We got some big guys back there, and then we got the Colemans of the world. Yes, I do prefer that. I do. I think you can always get a guy though that's short, that performs out of nowhere, that's a little bit better than you would assume, but I like the height a little bit more. I do. I like height. I think that the wide receivers in the NFL, there are some big guys out there. You got the DK Metcalf, he's a big physical guy. And when you go against individuals like that, you got to have a big physical guy. I do believe that size does matter. Not everything, obviously. I mean, there's definitely where you see smaller guys that can perform well, but size does have an impact. Derek Stingley, let's see, is probably a guy who can reach the level of best cornerback. Our corners are big enough. They are big. We got some big guys. Can you please tell me why we still have Chris Jones on the roster? Dude ain't cutting him. Christian Jones is absolute garbage trash. I don't know why, Detroit B, why we have this guy on the roster. He is my Dion Lewis of 2020 right now. I can't stand him, man. I don't understand. He is not a good player. He's not good. He's not good. I do not like Christian Jones. Who thinks Christian Jones is good? I don't. I think he's not good. He's this year's Never Lawson. He's this year's Stephon Logan. He is this year's player that I don't like, man. It's like Dion Lewis. Like, there's a head scratcher, and there's always one there, and he's that guy. Man, he's not showing anything to me that he can cover. He's not showing anything that he can do. Jalen Reeves-Maybin is better to me than he is. Why not have him out there more than Christian Jones? I don't understand it. Can we get 2 more likes to hit 230? We got 220. Yeah, let's get those likes up there, and let's hit that 230. Height is good, and Okuda is good that way, and we get 2. I like the 40-inch vertical, yet the combine, yes. Size does matter, Mike. You should have that on the merchandise. Size does matter, and also having a strong D matters. Penetrating the offensive lines with the strong D, size does matter. It does. Do you think the Lions re-sign Harmon after the season? Yes, I do. Harmon, I think, is a great addition. I love that from the trade that we got. Yes, I do. I think he's going to be a great safety for us, a great player. I love him. Decent, nothing special. Mike, from a Lions fan perspective, do you think their Byron Jones or Xavier Howard from the Dolphins are going to be broad AFC corners? Oh, I love Byron Jones. I think he got a little overpaid for it, but he's still a really good player. Xavier Howard's a good player. You guys did great. Yes, I think you're going to have a very good secondary. I think your team's going to be good, man. Yeah, I think the Dolphins, anyone on here that think that the Dolphins don't have a good future, I think would be kind of lying to you. I think you guys are building the correct way, man. I love what you're doing. I think you overpaid a little bit for Byron Jones, but when you're a team that is not a winning franchise, you're going to have to overpay for some free agents like we did. We overpaid too. And it's just one of those deals. You guys got a bright future. I love the 1-2 combo there in corners. It sucks that you guys traded away your very good player to the Steelers. And yes, I think I guarantee Nate is this year for sure. But I think their future is bright. I think it sucks that you guys traded away that fantastic player to the Steelers. You could have gave him to us. I liked it, but you guys did good. Shadow Chief, what's going on, Shadow Chief? Man, welcome to the chat. I know you're not a Lions fan, but I appreciate it. Welcome to the chat. You've been a subscriber for a while, and I appreciate you. Christian Jones fits profile Patricia is looking for in a linebacker. Marcus Willis, if that's what Patricia is looking for in a linebacker, I'm looking for vodka right now. Because what he is not good. A lot of people laughing. Okay, I don't think the Dolphins have a good future, Mike. I think they have a great future ahead of them. Look at the division that they're in. They drafted well. Their free agency is extremely well. They got draft picks. They got a division where I think that the Patriots, they're still going to be good, but Tom Brady's no longer in there. He did really help that team out. The New York Jets, to me, is not having a bright future. And the Buffalo Bills, I think they got a stout team, but I think they are beatable. So to me, I think they do have a bright future. Good night, y'all. Just came to say hi. Hey, I appreciate you for jumping in the chat, Chastity. You are awesome. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's a YouTuber. We all support YouTubers here. She doesn't do the NFL stuff. She does a lot of makeup. Oh, I like to look pretty on my makeup. She does that type of stuff. So if you like to look up, oh, pretty, oh, and then go ahead and go to her channel and be pretty. Mike, when do rookies report to camp? I'm not 100% sure. I have to get back with you. I think it's just training camp. It all starts at training camp at the same time. The Bills is going to run that division for years. Nobody is really close other than the Patriots. I don't think I like the Bills. I think they have a chance to be very good. But to run the division, I just don't see Allen to be in that. I think like the Bills to me remind me of like the Minnesota Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Where they're good, but I don't think they're going to be a 13-win team or a 12-win team every year. 11 wins, I can see that. Let's see. Sup, One Pride. What's going on? What's going on? What up, One Pride? Hey, it's Skidmore. Cheers, bro. And Mike, do I actually have a Lions channel called One Pride Nation? Yes, you do. And subscribe to this channel. He's a Detroit Lions YouTuber as well. We're going to have him on the OPP one of these days when everyone gets back. Shane Skidmore, welcome, brother. I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat. And that is awesome. My kid's dancing outside. Over under 50% chance Jamal Agnew makes the roster. Under, I don't believe he makes the roster. I've stated that many times. I think that Huntley will take that over because he can be utilized as a runner, as a returner, and even used as a pass catcher. I think that pretty much kills off Jamal Agnew. So I am saying he does not make the roster. I don't trust Josh Allen either, but Tua isn't trustworthy either. I think Tua just needs to get healthy. Will he get healthy? I'm not 100% sure. What's up, Grid? Hey, what's going on, Kevin Smith? Welcome. Will Harris become a big hitter like back in BC, or does Barkley make another highlight for our safety? Okay, he's talking to Gridiron there. Travis, how's your wife? Yes! Hashtag Trox Strong. He still needs some prayers. His wife is recovering from they had a devastating car wreck that flipped over. Their car was totaled. Travis had some stitches, screwed up his hand, and the wife got injured pretty bad with multiple surgeries. She's out and recovering, but let's do the prayer signs and hashtag Trox Strong and support our great Troxel Sports Talk for ISN. And that's what it's all about. We are one community here. It doesn't matter if you're a Lions fan or not. We are one community. ISN is broadening its fan base to not just Detroit Lions. I am your Lions guy. I love the Lions. Gridiron does Lions a lot, but you're noticing that we have fans from other fan bases, and that's totally awesome. We want to outbranch to others. Travis, I need you or Derek to live stream. I miss both of you. Shane Skidmore, I know we gotta get the Gridiron Blitz to live stream. I keep talking to him. I'd like to do a live stream with Grid soon, and we can do that on his channel. Mike, as of now, Grid is going to get the Lions crown. With his insider knowledge, you better call Mega out and get his crown. Look, man, Gridiron Blitz is dropping the news like no other. Absolutely stunning. Gridiron Blitz is breaking news. He's not talking about news. He's breaking news. He knows his football. He knows his football. And take that to the bank. Take that to the bank. The Gridiron Blitz breaks news. He breaks the internet. You got people talking about his news. That's right. People breaks his news. And that's a fact. Miss you too, Shane, brother. I feel so bad for Ty Johnson. Dude has been very crazy with the workouts. Yes, hopefully he makes the roster. That's going to be interesting. But they didn't take Huntley for no reason. You know, they took him for a legit reason. Did you tell your son I made 15? Mike, you talking the over and under Cam Newton being worse than Chase Daniel for the third year in a row? I think Cam Newton's going to be good. I think Cam Newton will be very good this year. I think he's going to be great for the New England Patriots. I think with what they're trying to do there, he's a perfect fit. I think Cam Newton's going to have a chip on his shoulder like no other. This guy, to me, it was just a couple years ago he's MVP. Will he get to that status? I don't know. But with Bill Belichick running the show, and they're going to run the football, and they have a very good defense over there, I think Cam Newton is set up for success. I think he will have a good year. I think he really will have a good year. That's my opinion. I think that was the perfect fit for him to go to. I mean, really. And guess what? The Patriots got a deal with the contract. So, to me, we're 6 likes away from 240. Oh, my God. That's amazing. I've never had this much. Folks, please get those 6 likes up. Let's hit 240. That's an amazing stat. If you want to become a member of my channel, become a member, folks. It's fun. We have fun every day. I do live streams every single day, guys, unless something crazy occurs. I do live streams every day. It's called Drop the Mic. And we talk about anything and everything unfiltered. It's called Drop the Mic. If you become a member, I do outtakes. I do crazy stuff all the time. I show you the crib. We talk around. We talk about content. Every single day, I go live for half an hour. Every single day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. What's going on, Don19? Welcome, brother. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you. We got people filtering in and out. I absolutely love it. This is what the community is all about, and I appreciate you so much. Trox of Sports Talk, I saw your video opening, and I love how you did the lightning logo. Yes, it's sickening awesome. Do you have a chance to check the BLV's ranking of every team's offense? He favored us pretty good. I will have to check that out, Plan B. I have not seen it. I got to clean up a mess when I get home, and I will check that out. With Comet there, at least 4 to 5 wins, better than before they sign him. I like Cam, but I've got a little faith in his arm, even less faith in his health. The health is the key for him. I think that we don't have to worry about his arm, though. I think they're going to run the football a lot. And if you look what the offense that the Patriots do, they actually do checkdowns. They're not throwing the ball big time. They do a lot of checkdowns. I think that will favor Cam Newton a lot, and that's the way we go. Hashtag One Pride Nation says Kirk Cousins sucks. Hey, man, I live in Holland, Michigan. This is the land of Kirk Cousins, and I can't hate on the guy. He helps out our little small town a lot. Kirk Cousins is the guy here. My wife's interesting. Let me tell you a funny story about Kirk Cousins. My wife's friend dated Kirk Cousins in high school. She dumped him because he was too much into football. You think she's hurting now? Yes, she is, because he is now paid a lot of money as an NFL quarterback. But yeah, he's a Holland hero here. Way to go, Mike Up. Does your new offensive line make more running room than last year? By the way, did you see Taylor Decker's top 10? I have not seen that. Yes, I think we're definitely going to have more room to run it. I think that's what Halapalooty Vaitai came for. He's better at running it. He's going to take over Rick Wagner. I think that's why we drafted Jonah Jackson, to help that right side out. You know, that's where we have Graham Glasgow, and we all know what we got when it comes to Frank Ragnow. I think the position we need to worry about, to me, is Joe Dahl. Is Sternberg going to end up taking that spot? I don't know. But I feel like when it comes to our offensive line, we will open up the holes better. I'm still concerned. I'm always going to be concerned, and for sure. But I do think it'll be better than what it weigh. One away from 240 likes. Let's go, Michael. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all you guys throwing in there and getting that done, man. And I appreciate you. If you get that one like, that would be awesome. There are 4 dislikes. Awesome. I already know who they are, and I appreciate them for giving me another view. No, I can't shave my facial hair or hair. I'm on IR. Sup, Mike? I heard Everson Griffin might be an Eagle this week. There's a lot of rumors going on with the Eagles. They're talking about Jadeveon Clowney, Everson Griffin. We'll wait and see. For sure. I know that the Eagles are definitely looking for a pass rusher. We all know when it comes to over and under 50% of Marvin Jones getting an extension. I say under, not because I don't want him. It's because I feel that they're going to move on from him. I love Marvin Jones. I think I love what he brings to Detroit, not just on the field, but off the field. I love Marvin Jones a lot. I think they're going to move on from him. But if they re-sign him, I would be happy. Under, he gets traded. I don't know, man. I think I'd be pretty upset if they traded him, just because I want to win this year. 240 likes, let's go. Awesome, man. Congratulations, man. 241 likes, a record breaker. Wow, I've never had anything like this. You guys are awesome. Did you miss Gridiron Yuki? Do you miss Gridiron Yuki? Yeah, man, hopefully that Gridiron Yuki's doing good, man. I haven't seen him in a little bit. He's a young fella, good guy. I love what he brings to the table. And so good. The chat is amazing, MVPs. Yes, they are. They are amazing for sure. The subscribers are amazing. The subscribers bring it. Without you guys, I mean, we've sat with 65 in the chat the whole time. That's an amazing feat. And without you, we're not doing it. I wanted him traded for Tunsil. Oh, I would like Tunsil. That would have been a good one. Laramie Tunsil, very good lineman. He would have been a great addition. I do miss the Gridiron Yuki. Yeah, look, we all got schedules. We all have crazy hours of work, this, that, and the other. So, just like not one Pride Nation, but another Lions fan here. He had to work a lot, so believe the hype. He works a lot. So, folks, I have been on for nearly. He may be a lion too. Okay. Ironically, Tunsil is worse than Decker. That's ironic. Nearly 2 hours. 1 minute, it'd be 2 hours. That's just been 2 hours. And it is time for me to get off because I've been on for 2 hours. And it's time for me to clean up a mess. And with that said, folks, I will drop content every single day. Expect videos at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The Gridiron Blitz drops a video at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I go live on my channel at 1 p.m. Eastern Time every single day if you are a member, and we talk. So become a member. Let's talk live every day, completely unfiltered. With that said, folks, I want you guys to have a great and fantastic weekend. Enjoy it. I will see you back all on my channel on Tuesday for the One Pride podcast, as it will be back on there with the fellas. With that said, folks,